Hello once again everyone and welcome back to another vlog. I'm been a bit, lazy this morning. It's like nearly 11:30. I usually record these a little bit sooner than that. But I've just been like, my brother rang this morning around 9 o'clock and talked to him for a while, and so that made me late. I had a shower around 10-ish. I had breakfast and then I've just been reading for like a good time. It's been a while since I had a good reading session for myself. Like yesterday, I read a book and study books and stuff. But yeah, that's studying, so I'm like reading a book, writing notes about it and stuff. Yeah, that's all very interesting. Excuse me. But yeah, it's not like, like I enjoy reading for myself, like reading books that I'm discovering new books or rereading old books. Like I'm currently rereading probably one of my favourite books, Eragon. Eragon. Not like Eragon from Lord of the Rings. It's like Eragon. Yeah, Eragon. It's part of the Eragon series stuff. I'm over halfway through that now. It's been about a week and a half since I've been reading it, probably. Somewhere around there. Yeah. Like I don't have that many books. I don't know what. I could have stuff like that, but I've only got that inheritance series left for books for me to read whilst I'm in uni, and I've got like a month left in uni, I think. Yeah, it'll be a month in a couple of days, because we finish on the 25th, so I'll go back to the 21st sort of thing. But yeah, generally I really like the books. I think I discovered them 6 or 7 years ago. I think Mum got me Eldest for Christmas, one Christmas, and then I had to get Eragon because I realised that was the second book in the series, and it's been like 10 years since Eragon's been released. Actually, it was released in 2003. I was just like, oh my god, this book's 10 years old now. It's incredibly cool. And the film, it was okay, but it was brilliant. But yeah, anyhow, like I really like Eragon. It's really good book. It's very Tolkien-ish. If you know what, obviously Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings. It's sort of like, you can tell that Christopher Paolini, who's the guy who's writing the books, it had inspiration from Tolkien with Harry. Dwarves, elves, and humans, and then Urgos are a bit like Urukani with horns. So they're all just like, it's all very similar. And then he puts dragons in them, which obviously you've got dragons in Smog and Hobbit, but these dragons are a little bit different. You've got the dragon riders, which sort of like, I thought, it's sort of a interesting idea, dragon riders. I don't think it's been done a lot, like with the way they work. They're sort of like Jedi sort of type people, these awesome warriors who keep the peace and fly on dragons. It's pretty cool. But to the point in Eragon, they're all so dead and stuff. If you know what the plot about, so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, really enjoy that book and stuff. The Eldest, it was okay. I mean, it's just like about half of Eldest is all about his training, so it's a bit slower paced wise. Then Britannia was good. I remember it was being better than Eldest. It had only about a short middle section where it's a bit slower, but then he's got like this exciting start and exciting end, and then Inheritance, which just came out like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Because that was the last time I read them, 2 years ago. Because it was first year of uni that Inheritance came out. I read them then, I think, and that was just a really, really good book and brilliant end to the series, to be honest. I think it's the best book from what I remember of it. So yeah. Anyway, that's my rundown on books. Let's update you with what I've been doing this week. So on Monday I went food shopping and spent not a lot of money, and that inspired me to do what the vlog I did on Tuesday. I had to live cheaply at uni, and that's done pretty well, so I'm happy with that. And I'm sort of like, well, I thought, well, that's a good idea. I mean, I've got several tips, might as well give them to you, sort of thing. And then obviously, I also had handheld where we was doing, was it more material stuff, I think. I'm trying to remember what we was doing. It was unwrapping. We was doing unwrapping currently. And yeah, I was unwrapping stuff. And yeah, we really did some unwrapping stuff. Like using a certain technique to unwrap, which apparently useful. Like, I think it was a different type of unwrapping. Maybe I can't. I know that was what it is. When he was using like really small size things to unwrap, and doing it by pixel and stuff, and lining stuff by pixels and stuff. So it's like an unwrap by 32 by 32 and 64 by 64 and stuff like that. Cute, yeah, for different objects and stuff. So yeah, and then using that to do light mapping. Yeah, that was it. Light maps, mapping and whatever. To like getting where the light shines, it's bright, and then there'll be shadows and stuff. All that sort of crap. And Tuesday was when I read writing for video games, wasn't it? Yeah, read and studied that, and that was fairly interesting. Wednesday I started unwrapping my advanced modelling scene and did quite a bit that day. Thursday we had our game stuff and did more design stuff with that a little bit and helped my guys out, and then we mainly discussed and came up with ideas for the final puzzle for that. And then we had, in that day we had that really interesting lecture done by the European district manager from Epic Games, Mark Campbell, and that was really interesting, and I like that lecture. It wasn't completely pointless like most of the other lectures they've pretty much put on for us, so I think yeah, that was good. We get into a lot of design. Well, we've done most of the design stuff, so it's basically like making everything to put them all together and stuff, and it's awesome. So yeah, it's like we've got the final levels stuff to do, and I've got some more dialogue stuff I want to do for it, for the final level and stuff, and make it all work and stuff. But we're getting shit done for it, which is good. So yeah. So Friday I finished unwrapping and finished doing like a bit sort of the model for handheld, sort of what's going to be the model. But I'm umming about doing a higher poly model so I can get some more detail added onto it, and then get that detail from that higher poly model and use it to do a normal map to put onto this model that I've got, which will probably won't be handed in texturing and stuff, because it's just under 5,000 polygons, which is the limit for a vehicle. So I think that's what we're aiming for with that. But yeah, so I was happy with that, and then I had a bit of a break Friday, after I'd done that, because I finished about 3-ish, so yeah, I just watched YouTube and stuff. And I streamed that night, and no one came to it, which was a bit... Because, you know, it's like, I don't have to stream. I mean, like, admittedly, I like playing Sonic, so it's like, alright, I'll play some Sonic and stream it, but, you know, Sonic usually runs a bit better when I'm not streaming it, so, you know, like, I could just play it in my free time and not stream it, and not talk to myself and sound like a crazy person like I am now. But instead, I do that just so I can provide content for you, and, well, you know, more interaction for you. I was thinking of streaming yesterday some more, but I didn't have time in the end with catching up with YouTube and stuff, so yeah, whatever. I don't think I will tonight either. So that'll probably be another week until I stream again. And I stream every so often, so whatever. Sort of gonna have sort of another relaxing day, try and catch up with some more YouTube, watch some Walking Dead, play some Fallout, and play some Minecraft later on tonight. We're also listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast, because I want to listen to them, and I've not done that yet. But yeah, and then yesterday I read Writing for Video Games Genres from FPS to RPG, which was incredibly interesting, and giving you some tips on how to write for a specific genre, specific genres and stuff. Most of it was very similar, so it's like, yeah, but you know, it's like you have to take in some considerations for some specific genre things. So yeah, it was incredibly useful, but there's something so stupid. I know that in the FPS section it said that the Elder Scrolls Oblivion was an FPS with RPG elements, and I'm just like, flip table. Why do you say Oblivion's an FPS when it's clearly not? The only FPS-ness in it, I mean, it's first person perspective, so yeah, it's bad, but the only thing skill that takes shooting into account is archery. I mean, FPS I more considered with, you know, guns and stuff. That's what a first person shooter is all about, is guns and stuff, and Elder Scrolls as very clearly fantasy based and stuff, and so it's heavily ingrained in the RPG side stuff. It doesn't have RPG elements. It's the full based RPG with story, awesomeness, skills, and all that sort of shit. I mean, personally, I played Oblivion and got 60 hours into it, never finished it, but you know, I've played it. I know what it's about, sort of thing. I've finished Skyrim, so you know, I know more about that game, yeah, but you know, yeah, I mean, it's just that Oblivion was a bit harder, I think. You needed some specific weapons to kill some enemies, and I didn't get that weapon, and I got stuck at that point when you had to fight some ghosts, and I didn't have Ghostbusters to help me. Damn it. Why didn't I have a phone and call them? But yeah. I mean, that's about all I have to talk about, guys. I'm trying to think whether there's been anything else. Oh, finished Dead Space. So, you know, I'm gonna make a playlist today. I was gonna make it yesterday. I'll get onto that today. Make a playlist for that, so you guys can watch it all together. That took 12 hours, and I started playing Dead Space 2, which, I mean, it's just surprised there was a 4-year gap between them, but it clearly shows me Dead Space 2 looks a lot better, and it's got a little bit more action-y stuff, but you know, a little bit more PC stuff from what I've seen so far. But I'm enjoying it. I think I'm gonna like it. Like I remember Dead Space 2 a little bit more from watching the playthrough of it, so I've sort of seen the start already, ish. Like it was a year or two when I watched Dead Space 2 playthrough, so you know, it's sort of gonna be new-ish from at a certain point, but I remember some things from it. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna just end it here, guys. Don't really have much to talk about. I'll have a bit more next week, because yeah, next week I'll be going out on the Friday night, so I'll have that to talk about, as well as whatever else I'm going to be doing, texturing and stuff for models and water research and stuff for FYP stuff and whatever game stuff I come up with. So yeah, hopefully I'll have that sort of thing to talk about. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video, and next week for another vlog, guys. I probably won't come up with an idea for another vlog in a week like I did this week. But yeah. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.